Coming at you from the Boneyard, it's Any Given Saturday Night with Doyle and the Commish. Welcome everybody to a different setup for Any Given Saturday Night with Doyle and the Commish. We're doing it over the phone, so coming at you live is Doyle on the phone. We got the Commish. Commish, how you feeling?
Doyle, I'm doing good. It's a little different in the Boneyard by myself here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, buddy. I even changed.
No, it's all right. I'm holding down the studio.
All right.
Just looking at an empty seat. So same show. As they say in the Rocks world, via satellite, and an empty seat next to me. But I'm doing good, bud. How are you this week?
I'm doing good. Way better than last week. I actually switched up the intro this week, so it doesn't say live from the Boneyard. Just as coming at you from the Boneyard, because, you know, the Boneyard's in my heart, you know. I'm not there in spirit. I'm not there in reality, but in spirit, I'm sitting there with you, bud.
I feel it. So,
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be with you as always every week, and let's do our thing, huh?
Yep, it's all good though, because Doyle has a studio in his apartment, and you know, it's where I record my podcast. You guys keep a lookout for it. I just started doing it. It's called Been There, Seen That. It's about movies and breaking stuff down like that. So be ready and watch out. But enough plugs. I'm all about the cheap pop. Hey, you plug, buddy.
You do any X-rated stuff on there?
No. I mean, we could reach that level. There are. I am going to do some NC-17 movies. So the next step naturally is just to start, you know, rating pornos.
All right. Well, hopefully you get the Commish as a guest caller at one of those.
Yeah, I'm going to replace this. You know, instead of 5 stars, it'll be 5 boners. So yeah, I mean, so welcome everybody. Things are a little differently. We switch it up here. All right. So Commish, starting off, last week's Game of the Week recap for Week 3. You want to talk about it?
The game of the week for Week 3 really pulled on my heartstrings. It was your Hooligans 12 and New York Football Club 34. Just a rough night. I can't even, you know, we got the ball first. Hooligans got the ball first. We drove down the field. We got ourselves a 4th and short. We brought King in to give ourselves a running option.
No, that's not true. They got the ball first because I won the coin toss and elected to defer.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. They drove down the field and scored.
You know I don't lose coin tosses, Mike. Come on.
Yeah, my bad. I remember the parts that I'm on the field for. I'm sorry.
It's all good, buddy.
So they drove down the field, and now I remember Potter scored a touchdown on a ball that clearly looks like it bounced in, but
yeah.
We were told it didn't. What was the thought on the field?
I kind of thought it bounced. I thought I heard it bounce. I don't know.
I can tell you from the sideline, it looked like it was a bounce pass. I yelled something out. Yeah. But Chris said he got his hand under it.
That's where I disagree, because the way he caught it, it was impossible for him to get his hands under it. You know?
I'm going to talk to Potter when I see him Saturday night, but I didn't talk to him about it after the game. It looked like a clear bounce pass.
There was actually another one in that game, the same game, same situation, where 100% it bounced, and it was called a catch. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. It's not why we lost the game, but, you know, it's a momentum killer.
Definitely not, but
yeah, it gives them good moment. You know, opening drive to come out and score like that. It's a great momentum builder.
Yeah, and I think it was probably like a 10-play drive.
Yeah, they really ran the clock down. You know.
Now that you jogged my memory, I think it was about a 10-play drive. So
yeah,
they go up 6-0, and then I just give you the rundown. We drove down the field. Kenny hit Connor on a 4th and short, put us in good position. And then it was 3rd or 4th down. King threw an interception in the end zone.
This is after a drop.
Yeah, that was after we had
in the end zone.
So the football club comes back, drives the whole length of the field because I think, you correct me if I'm wrong, the guy intercepted the ball right out of the end zone. We got it to like the 2-yard line.
They started at the 2-yard line, exactly.
Yes. So then they go on some crazy, I don't even know, 14-play drive or something.
Yeah, and we're still trying to figure out how all the time ran out of the NF. But.
Yeah, they score another touchdown. They get to 2, and there's 17 seconds left in the half.
Yeah.
So we left King in at quarterback for the fact that we were pretty positive they were going to blitz on 1st down, and he obviously gives us a better running option than I do. He got sacked, punted the ball to the next field, we got a halftime.
Yep.
So that time it's 14-0. We get the ball because, as you said earlier, you won the toss.
Elected to defer, as always.
And I want to say the 2nd or 3rd play of the half, I threw the ball to Jalen on a cut across the middle. Ball got deflected. Kenny Potter takes it, and 2 minutes into the second half, we're down 20-0. And from there, we just we didn't get a stop. We switched scores back and forth with them, and the ball ends with us at the 10-yard line. So after the pick, they go up 20-0, and then we score, they score, we score, they score, and then we drove down the field and the game ended. So that's the game in a nutshell.
Yeah.
A bad loss. You know, the week before the loss that you're leading 4-5 was just drops, and it was just the leading 4-5 game was still won by 20 points.
Yeah.
This game we were out of it. We went down 20-0, and there was just no catching it. So there's no excuse.
Yeah, we should have been more in this game. I don't know if we should have won it. NYFC played a great game. You know, I don't want to take anything away from them. You know,
They played a great game. They played a great game.
We're talking about that how we thought it could have been a bounce pass and everything. That didn't.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have changed anything except maybe we have a little bit more momentum. But they played great.
Yeah, you know, like you said, looking back on football games, there's, you know, what ifs. That bounce pass was actually a touchdown when they scored. I'll call it a bounce pass. It was a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then we come down the field and we drop a touchdown and then throw a pick on 4th down. So from there it just goes downhill. So there's no excuses. You take it on the chin and you move on. You know.
Yeah, our team is. We've had cases of the drops. That shit's going around worse than the Zika virus. So.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
But the defense was. And boy, I'm not calling out my own team here, but the defense was Swiss cheese last week. We didn't stop them once.
We couldn't grab a goddamn flag either. We played like shit on defense too.
Yeah, they scored every time.
And I'm on defense. I didn't have my best game. I played okay. I wouldn't say I did anything outstanding. I didn't do anything great. I played okay at best. You know, I'm willing to say that about myself. I'm not going to sit here and call out, other teammates and, say they did this, they did that. I didn't play great. I didn't do anything noteworthy. I did okay blocking. That's it. I could have played a lot better, and I should have. So.
Yeah, I was only on the field for 5 plays in the first half.
It's remarkable, honestly. I don't know. Whatever.
And, I don't know. It's the second week in a row that I saw 1 possession during a half, so I haven't figured that out yet. We've been running the numbers in the league office here, and we're trying to figure that out. But hey, it's on to we're on to week 4, I guess, right?
Yeah. Just gotta move forward.
So.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
And then before we run past the week, let me give you the final scores for week 3.
All right.
We had Savages beat the other guys 28-6.
Right.
That was a big matchup. Both teams were 2-0 going into that game. NWA beat the Money Badgers 14-12. And we already did the Hooligans game, and the other game on Field 1, the Bandits beat Elite 845 23-20. Field 2, Powerhouse 20, Outsiders 14. 3-0. Got their first one of the season, 34 against Public Enemies 6.
Yeah, it's kind of what we thought was going to happen.
The last game of the night saw Dead Prez beat the Sabres 36-20.
By the way, how about us talking about Tommy coming out of retirement? Didn't come out of retirement for NYFC though. But we're sitting there and fucking Tommy walks over and I turn to you in the middle of the huddle down fucking 14 points and go, is Tommy really about to fucking play after we said he's stepping out of retirement? Could not believe that shit, dude. He didn't play for NYFC though, which also blew my mind.
I was standing on the sideline, and the first thing I thought about was the podcast last week where you said football club pulls Tommy out to beat him. But it was good to see Tommy out there back on the field for Public Enemies. So, but yeah, it was the first thing I thought of was holy shit. I said Doyle called that one.
I couldn't believe it. When I saw him there, I literally was in a bad mood. I was in a bad mood all last week, as everyone who listened to last week's podcast heard. And I was in a worse mood because we're losing then. And then I saw Tommy, and I was like, finally, I did it. I called something correct. So we should add that to the Boneyard's Best Bets.
You saw a pancake and a handshake, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, good stuff. All right, moving on. I just had to say that. You got to get off of this game. Let's just move on.
So, on top of the final scores last week,
Sure.
we got some of the week 3 top performers. What do you got there, Doyle?
All right. This isn't really, by quarterbacks or in any order. I just wrote down 5 names that really stood out to me. Matt Stoddard, 5 touchdown passes, gets 3 and out, their first win. Huge. That's what they needed. The guy, I don't think, did he play their first 2 games? I know he didn't play. I know Prev was playing quarterback the one game.
He played against Dead Prez. He didn't play against the Bandits week 1.
Okay, so there you go. Starting to look like the quarterback that we all know that he is. Prev, 3 and out, punt return TD and a pick 6. That's huge. That's the stuff you need to win games,
When we were looking over the stats, that's the first punt return I remember seeing in a touchdown in a long time.
Yeah, that's it's highly impressive.
Those don't come around often.
They're you really don't. You don't see that often. What was the score of that game for 3 and out again? You have that? 38-6. All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Here, although that does bring into question one thing. Matt is on 3 and out, correct?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of weird that he had 5 touchdown passes. Prev had 1 interception touchdown, and another punt return TD. That's that's 49. That's 42 times 6. It's 42 points. 7 times 6 is 42 points. So stat correction needs to be put in there. Either someone lied or Joe Sardone. You need to step it up. As I'm just looking at that now. So
the math doesn't add up on that one.
yeah. So question marks here. So either we got the wrong scores or that. Something we need to look into. This is guys, fly by the seat of your pants on this podcast. This is how we do it. Antoine, no last name, from Armageddon, had 3 TDs. He was listed as a running back wide receiver. I'm going to 3 receiving TDs. There we go. Liam Henderson, 3 sacks for Dead Prez. Good for him. Good play. He's been playing pretty well this year.
I love when these guys send in stats. They don't send full names.
Yeah. Or
Antoine, good job. But I don't know who Antoine is.
Yeah, Antoine, awesome. Feel free to let us know your full name there, boss. Oh, shit. And then Johnny D, 3 passing TDs, 2 rushing TDs. And sorry, John, but you also threw a pick. I had to write that out there because that was on the list.
Nobody reported back to me if Johnny gave himself a go, Johnny, go.
We yelled it out, and they definitely loved it. So I don't know. That's funny. And that's all we got for the stats. Those are the 5 guys that kind of stood out. We'll have to figure out what's going on with 3 and out.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a mistake from the officials or a stat correction needed. But,
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of it. We'll get the investigation team on it.
We will deep dive into that one because that's what we care about is individual performances and making sure we look better than the other team.
Yeah, we spent the week breaking this stuff down. So.
Yeah, that's why I made Sardone edit the post last week. You don't fuck around with my stats. All right. That's all we got for statistics, guys. Make sure you guys are sending them in, keeping on track. This is going to help us decide Pro Bowls, MVP races, stuff like that. It really is important, fellas. If you want that trophy that doesn't exist, if you want, maybe a certificate, I'll print one out for you. Send in your stats, fellas. Send in your stats. And let's get some pictures, guys. A lot of fan turnout. Let's get some pictures, okay? I see a lot of girlfriends, and I don't see a lot of pictures on the website or a lot of pictures on the Facebook pages. So come on, fellas. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting these guys bringing their girlfriends out. They can at least take a couple pictures of the Commish.
For sure. I look fucking great out there. Take a picture of this guy. All right, let's move on from that. Let's head into our Week 4 preview.
Yeah, we'll run through the games for Week 4.
Yep.
Field 1 starting at 5:30. We got Savages Savages 3-0 versus Public Enemy.
Okay.
And then Public Enemy turns around for a doubleheader since they've already had a bye week, and they'll play Powerhouse. Second game at 6:30. 7:30 we'll see the other guys versus Dead Trez. And then Dead Trez turns around and plays their doubleheader, and they play your Hooligans.
Okay.
Field 2.
It's funny that matchup looked a lot more. That matchup looked a lot more daunting for Dead Prez about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Field 2, 7 o'clock. Prestige Worldwide versus the C&K Bandit.
Cox and Kites.
At 8 o'clock, you got Elite 845 versus the New York Football Club.
Okay.
And then the Nightcapper, 9 o'clock, Sabres versus Armageddon, which is a cross-conference game. It's another week where we got a lot of bye weeks. There's 4 teams on a bye week this week.
Jeez.
3 and out, Money Badgers, NWA, Outsiders. So that's why you see double headers, teams playing double headers, teams need bye weeks, stuff like that.
All right.
So, hold on 1 second. I think I'm receiving some breaking news from the league office. Hold on here.
Oh.
And yes, breaking news from the league office.
Coming across the waiver wire. Hold on. All right, read what the message from the fax was.
Two breaking news for you. One, the game of the week this week is 7:30. Other guys 2-1 versus Dead Trez 3-0 AFC matchup. And second breaking news is a guy that I threw a touchdown pass to last week will be a celebrity guest picker on the show tonight.
Okay.
He's not a hooligan.
KP! Kenny Potter! All right, I like that. I respect it.
You get a touchdown pass from the Commish. You make it to the podcast. Guest picker.
Good stuff. All right, KP, we appreciate that.
Right on the show.
All right, that's great. So, guys, you have something else to look forward to in about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe a little less. Yeah.
So, Doyle, I just gave it to you. Hot off the press, game of the week. Other guys, 2-1 versus Dead Prez, 3-0. They're both in the AFC. Other guys are coming off a 28-6 loss to the Savages, who are also undefeated in the AFC. Dead Prez gave up their first points of the season last week. They gave up 20 points to the Sabres. So, what do you think about this game?
I haven't got to see much of the other guys on the field. I've seen bits and pieces of it. They look good. I haven't seen a ton, but like I said, what I have seen, I've been impressed. But Dead Prez is rolling. They're a machine. They look hell bent on destruction. Johnny's at his apex right now, playing great. Zach's playing good ball for them. They got Jaleel playing well. On defense, Liam's had a monster season so far on defense. What was that, Mike? I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm sorry. They got a hell of a Facebook page too.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that really they have a Facebook group. They have their own player of the week that they post. It's really cool what they do. But like I was saying, Liam, he's having a great season. He has at least 2 or 3 sacks almost every game, it seems like. And then you got Spearman on the other side. They're a lethal 1-2 combo. They're a tough team to play. The secondary's out of this world. What else is there to say? I broke it down. You could say it plain and simple. They're a great fucking team. I broke it down. Great fucking team, and that's all you would need to say to really understand this game. I'm sorry, other guys. I wish you nothing but the best, but it's Dead Prez's world right now, and we're living in it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, you broke that down pretty well.
Yeah.
I'll be watching the game closely.
Yeah, they play after us every week. So.
Playing Dead Prez, the game after that. That's Dead Prez's doubleheader for the season.
Yep.
So I'll be trying to. I don't know. Trying to see some kind of flaw. I don't think I'll see any, but
yeah. See what happens. It's all the best.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, other guys started off hot here, 2-0. Hit a bump of the road last week, and this will be the test for them. If they want a shot at any shot at winning the division, or you gotta finish in the top 5 to make the playoff.
Yep.
So you got Dead Prez at 3-0. You got Savages at 3-0. 3-0 is gonna make a move here. They won their first game last week, and then it's 12 Swanson. So it should be a good game. Should be a big game. Should be a good game. I'm excited to watch it. Yeah,
it's gonna. I think other guys, they got some good athletes out there. I'm intrigued to see how they match up. Though, Dead Prez is a different animal.
Another game. Well, there's a couple other games I actually like this week.
Yeah.
I like every game on Field 2. Prestige Worldwide. They're playing the Bandits, C&K Bandits.
Okay.
Bandits snuck out, and you don't hear me say that often, snuck out another one against Lead 845, 23-20.
Lead 845 plays them well.
Yeah.
They match up well on the outside. They're playing well.
And Prestige got their first one of the season. They were on a bye week 2.
Okay.
They're 1-1 going into the week. They beat Armageddon last week. They stopped Armageddon's 4 or 5 game winning streak when you combine the winter with the new session. And I think it'll be a high scoring game. I really want to see what Brendan can do against the Bandits defense, because I've never really seen him play against them before. So he usually plays pretty good in these big games. So.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I like the Bandits. They're just consistent. They're a model of consistency. And I don't mean that disparagingly. They're a model of consistently being great.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they're just an average middle of the pack team every year. Every year, you can count them to be the number 1 seed at worst and number 2. It's impressive.
If Prestige, again, like we just said about the other guy, if Prestige is looking to make a run in the top 5, this would be a big step towards that.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
It would, with football club rolling, with the hooligans reeling, there's a shot for somebody to hop up here. So, all right, the next game, like I said, I love the Field 2 game. We got Elite 845, who's we were just talking about. They're 1-3, but their record doesn't speak for how they're playing. They had a 3-point loss against the Bandits. They beat the Hooligans by 8 the week before.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
They're beating Armageddon 21-0 at halftime and blew the game. They'll be playing the Football Club with 3-0. Football Club was on a bye week 1 and then they played a doubleheader week 2, beat NWA and Money Badgers, and then as we spoke about in depth, they beat us last week in the game of the week. So what are you looking to see in this one?
Sorry, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I got caught up doing something. I was trying to check something on the page. I apologize.
What do you like, Elite 845 or Football Club?
I gotta go football. Considering both teams just beat up on us, I'm gonna go Football Club. I think their line play will be the difference in the game.
So you think Sardone puts the Football Club to 4-0?
I don't think he does. I'm not even being a dick. I think their offensive and defensive lines are better than Elite 845s, and I think that's where you'll see the difference. I think Sardone will have a lot more time to do his thing, whereas Elite 845, I think he'll be scrambling around a lot more. So, sorry, I got distracted. I was working on something with the podcast, one of the audio levels.
All right. I'm not looking at you in the studio.
Yeah, no.
I see a curveball.
Yeah, it's all right.
And then the 9 o'clock game, I think this might be the highest scoring game of the season. A lot of speed, a lot of scoring. Sabres and Armageddon.
Yeah, well, since both teams' defenses apparently shit the bed, it's going to be a shot. No, I'm just kidding. Armageddon
has put themselves in a hole 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
By 20 or so.
Did you see?
They came back last week, got an onside kick, and took the lead, and then lost the game with 15 seconds left. So.
Yeah. I haven't seen Sabres play.
Sabres scored the first points of the season against Dead Prez.
Yeah. I have not seen them play yet, and as much as which is why I'm gonna go with Sabres. If that one to me is almost like a pick 'em if there was a spread. Not having seen the Sabres, I'm just intrigued. I'm not saying anything bad about Armageddon. They're playing. This is one of their better years in outdoor. This is probably the best team they've had, ever, if not maybe a while. But I gotta go with the Sabres. I don't know why. It's one of those things where I haven't seen them play. I think it's just things might start to click for them a little bit. They're starting to take their licks, but they're starting to see how things get going here. So I'm gonna go Sabres.
Under 60 points in this game.
Over.
Yeah, I like the over.
I think it's gonna be like 42-35 type shit.
I can see that.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of speed on the field, a lot of scoring.
Yeah. So, I'm excited. I'm excited for that game. It should be a fun one.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch the end of it. Well,
yeah.
I don't know how much we'll catch of it.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see how much Dead Prez goes up by.
There's your week 4 breakdown.
Yeah.
Find your local bookie and put your money. Well, that part's still coming up, but that's the best betting advice you're gonna get now.
Yeah. All right, guys. Special guest is on the phone. We no longer have that one sponsor doing the hotline, so we'll wind up switching it out. So on the Boneyard studio phone, we got what were you, 4th or 5th in last season's MVP? I'm not even sure. two-time defending Madden champion, Mr. Kenny Potter. Kenny, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Doyle? How you doing?
Doing good, man. How does that sound for you? Two-time defending Madden champion. Is that like the greatest thing you've ever done in your life?
Sadly, yes, but I'm just kidding. It was pretty cool, though.
All right, good to hear. Good to hear. I like it.
The greatest thing he did in his life actually was the promo he cut after the second win.
Dude. That was.
Oh man, that was great.
That was pretty good.
I got the Facebook alert at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning that night, and I was like, "What the fuck? I'm like, what is he putting on the Facebook page right now?" And I opened that up, and that was through today. That's the greatest thing I've seen on the Facebook page.
All right.
Hey, like I can't imagine the kind of promo you got if July 30th football club just won the league championship. They hand you the trophy, and you turn around and somebody throws a live mic. We'll see what happens if it comes to that point.
If that's the greatest thing on the history of the Facebook page, if that's the greatest thing in the history of the Facebook page, we have really low standards.
The podcast about the games of the week last week. It was us, the Hooligans, against you, the football club. You guys won by 22, and you were on the receiving end of a Commish touchdown pass. Tell me about the play. I mean, we were kind of playing that actually interesting. I would play on the opposite side, and my other linebacker would play there. And boy, I don't even know his name, to be honest with you. Dennis was thrown behind him, and he just dropped it. It like literally fell in my lap, and the rest is history going down the sideline, and Mike was going up against more guys. I had no shot. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to slow down the barrage you had in front of you. I had a cowboy going to the end zone, and there was no shot for me. So, he ran into my foot. Like, as I'm running down the sideline, I feel like the back of my foot. I almost tripped up, but that wasn't me. I'd like to take credit for it, but I got the hell out of the way. Hey, in the record book, it's just another touchdown pass for me. So, I count them all. Yeah, thanks. It goes with my other, like, 3 or whatever, so I don't have on there. The football club is a revamped team here. A lot of new guys on the team. Football club has been down in the dumps the last couple of sessions after the great glory days they've had, the early days, a couple league championships, Freddie championship team MVP. You guys are 3-0. How you feel about the team? Feel pretty good right now. Jones at quarterback. Big thing is we can't turn the ball over, obviously. And then defensively, I'm confident in what we're doing defensively. I mean, we got a beast of a safety, and I mean, we just got athletes all over the place, and obviously a pretty good rusher, as Mike found out at the end of the game when he ran into him. They say that was a straight Goldberg scare. Yeah, freaking Goldberg. Head right to my sternum. That's all right. I've been dropped before. It'll happen again. Yeah, I was surprised at how quick he got in. I was like, oh, snap. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's because we ran a fucking screen.
It was nice when that dragged me through the ground. Yeah, I was kind of happy you didn't do that. I was just like, Jesus Christ. You guys play Elite 8-4-5 this week. The team that also beat us, and a team that lost by 3 to the Bandits last week. So, that's this week. Yeah. They played that good, though. Besides that one game in the winter, where they're good in the playoffs. I actually watched that game. Yeah, watched that game. That game was good. We just lost. I was with Joe, with my boys, boys, and we were just watching the game after we played the Savages in the playoffs. Yeah. They had 2 shots. They had 2 shots, and they got stopped at the goal line both times. So if they would have scored either one of those possessions, they would have knocked the Bandits out. Have a different champion. Yeah. So okay, maybe you guys win the title. Yeah. Well, Doyle doesn't like to think about stuff like that, right, Doyle?
No. I don't even like to. I don't like to think about the fucking Green Machine winning the championship that year.
Yeah, don't bring that up again, dear Lord.
That was our title. That was our goddamn title.
Kenny, you were a finalist. You were a finalist for the MVP in the indoor session. You're a 2-time defending Madden champion, and you're the latest recipient of a Mike Anderson touchdown pass. So we're glad that you're here to be our guest picker this week. And Doyle, take it away, bud.
It's time for the Boneyard's Best Bets of the Week.
Alright, so there's the best intro in the business, and we're back to our favorite betting part of the week. Right now, the guest pickers are 9 and 6 after a strong week by Zach, who had 6 and 2 last week. Doyle and the Commish are tied at 8 and 7, so there's no pressure on the ear Potter to keep the lead for the public. As I've done the last 2 weeks, I'll run down to the game. Potter will go, Doyle will go, and Commish will go. Here we go. Field 1, 5:30. Savages versus Public Enemy. Potter, who you got? I don't really know Public Enemy, so I just kind of got to go with the Savages. Played them a couple times last year, played them tough, but they're a pretty good team. Doyle.
Savages.
And the Commish will go with Savages, 3 across.
Sweep.
6:30. Public Enemies again, doubleheader versus Powerhouse. Potter, who you got? Unfortunately for Public Enemies, I'm going with them getting swept. Powerhouse, they're just too good for them, in my opinion. Doyle.
Same thing. Powerhouse plus them adding Willie Calhoun makes them a better team than they already were.
Boy, all 3 of us with the same pick in the first 2 rounds. I'm going with Powerhouse also. Doubleheaders are tough.
Yeah.
7:30, game of the week. Other guys, 2 and 1 versus Dead Fred, 3-0. Potter, who you got? If the other guys had heater, this would be a different discussion, but I gotta pick Dead Fred. They're just too good. But if the other guys had heater, it'd be a little different. I love the shout out to my boy here. Doyle, who do you got?
Dead Prez. I can't pick against him right now.
I'm also taking Dead Fred. Oh boy, we're all in the same magic this week.
Going chalk, huh?
8:30, Dead Fred doubleheader playing in your hooligan. Potter, who you got? I wanted to pick you guys. I was wrestling with it for about an hour, but I can't pick against Dead Fred. Not right now. Maybe later in the season. Doyle.
Potter, you want to laugh? I had that same feeling. Ted Prez.
Dead Fred here. Well, this is what I'm going to do because I do this every week in the NFL season, even though if I know the Giants are going to lose. Hooligans in the upset.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. The Giants will cost me the weekly football pool. It worked for 2 years now.
Yeah, totally get it.
Oh, Jesus, don't even get me started on that. Field 2. Yeah. Prestige Worldwide versus the C&K Bandits. Potter. Bandits. Not a question. Doyle.
Bandits. I don't know why I was pretending like it was a tough call.
I'm going to take the Bandits.
Yeah, strange.
8 o'clock game. Elite 845 versus the football club. I think I know who Potter's going to pick, but I'm going to ask him. Yeah, you're kind of right on that. Elite 845 is not bad, but I think if we play like we did last week, there's not many teams beating us. Alright. Doyle?
Football club. They both beat us. But like I said, the defensive and offensive lines are going to be the difference in that game. So, NYFC.
I'm going to lead 845. 9 gonna take Pat. I played with him a couple years back. Bunch of good cards. I'll go with the Armageddon. Hello.
What were the teams again?
Sabres and Armageddon. Nice. Wow.
Oh no, I couldn't remember exactly what. That's what I couldn't remember who was Armageddon playing. Sabres.
You're taking the Sabres?
Yeah.
I'm going to take. Oh God, this was the one game that I was stuck on. I'm gonna go with Pat and Armageddon.
Dude, this one's really tough. I just, like I said, I just haven't really seen the Sabres play. They played, Dead Prez last week and actually hung points on them. I heard they're fast as shit. I'm interested to see how they play. So I want to pick the Sabres just out of, interest,
Hey, like I said earlier in the podcast, if you find your local bookie, put the money on over 60.
Yeah. It's a barn burner.
Both teams look like they can score at least.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the newest and hottest segment on the show.
That's right.
Mr. Potter, thank you for joining us and good luck against the leading for 5 tomorrow night. Thanks, I'll see you in the field.
Thanks, Potter. Appreciate you coming out, man.
Yeah, no problem. Yep.
Alright, buddy. Later. Gentlemen and Joe Sardone, please rise and welcome me in introducing the OCFFL League Commissioner, Michael Anderson, as he addresses we the people in this, the 2016 Spring Outdoor Session State of the Union Address.
Doyle, thanks for the formal introduction. Only about 3 people in this world still call me Michael, but I appreciate it, buddy. Just a few things I wanted to run through before the show went tonight. In no particular order. I didn't write anything. I didn't prepare a speech like a great politician, but just a few things I wanted to cover. One of the hot topics, it's a hot topic every session, is the referees. I do appreciate the feedback from everybody. I don't get involved in the Facebook discussion, or I try not to. All I can say about the refereeing situation right now is it's something that I'm working on. We've been training some new refs at the fields, trying to use contacts within the refs. As I've said in an earlier podcast, some people know that I am a referee for high school football. So I'm working on backdoor channels on that. I know that's a hot topic. Another thing, as Doyle's gone over some great detail here, both of us have just been crazy swamped lately. The podcast hasn't been getting done on Thursdays, and some of the updates have been slacking, and I apologize for that. It's just been a whirlwind of stuff. Three Little League games a week. I'm coaching youth flag football. I'm on the commissioner here. I'm the boss at work, and I added another title of playground committee chairman. So it's been a busy couple of weeks, but in the next week I've got both the youth flag football obligations ending, and as well as Little League and Cornwall. So hopefully once next weekend rolls around, things will get back on track. We've got the new website. Art's been trying to do the best he can to update that. That's a work in progress. We've been putting the schedule up on there. I've been updating the standings still on the legal lineup page. So if people want to see standings, winning percentage, stuff like that, last week 3 will be updated on there tomorrow. So far the season's been going real good. We're heading into week 4. As far as I know, out there. No BS, and that's the way we like it. We want to see everybody come in, have a good time, and head back to work on Monday. This is our biggest outdoor session we've had. 16 teams. We're putting the finishing touches on the schedule. I know some people have been a little upset with that. With so many bye weeks and the amount of weeks that we have the field for, we've been trying to fit everything in. So the schedule's about 97% done. We're actually just trying to tweak the last 2 weeks. We were having a hard time getting it done. We didn't want to give a team another doubleheader, so that's what the holdup is with that. Like I said, between our schedules, it's been real hard. I'm going to put on Sunday morning. I will put the schedule out for week 5 and week 6, so everybody has a good idea where they're at. I believe off the top of my head here, this is the last week where we have so many teams on a bye week. So between 2 weeks, we had 9 teams on a bye week. So it was a little difficult doing the schedule, and I appreciate everybody's patience with that. As far as the season goes, as long as the weather holds up, the season will end Saturday night, July 30th. So there'll be 2 weeks of playoffs, the 23rd and the 30th. Each team makes playoffs. Top 5 out of 8 in each conference make the main playoffs, and then the bottom 3 in each conference will make up the open tournament. Doyle?
Yo.
I appreciate the time as for the format here. Is there any hot topics that we have discussed that I forgot to come across?
No, I mean, I got out there, kind of, handled the refereeing discussion a little bit, kind of steered it the directions that we want it to go. We don't want these guys on the forums. We don't want it to be 25 comments, just shitting on the refs. You got to look at it from an overall global perspective. Yeah, great. Your game might have went shitty, but every other game went fine. So one game is an outlier, So let's not make these 50 comment bitch fests about how every single thing the refs do is wrong, because they do a lot of good. They do a lot of things correctly. There are mistakes that are being made and things that need to be addressed and fixed. And if they're not addressed, that's when we have the issue. So calm down, guys. Just relax. It's football.
Yeah, like I said, I know people are paying good money for these games.
Exactly.
And we want them run as best and smooth as they can, and that's a process that we're working on. Like I've said in past forums, we got to take a little bit of a look in the mirror. Some of the ways that we've treated these guys. You got to think this is the 10th season of the OCFFL. There was also 3 to 4 years of the HVTFFL, where they were the same refs getting treated the same way. So it's been hard to get a new pool of talent. Chris and AG do a great job, and we're working hard with them to get this all settled. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody's patience, and I understand the outpour on the Facebook page, but we're taking steps to get to where we got to get.
Definitely.
Besides that, like I said, the competition's been great. It's good seeing everybody out there, and the last thing I got for everybody is actually probably the most important thing of all is we got to make sure we pick our garbage up. To be honest, it was kind of embarrassing for me to get an email from the town. I posted one picture on the Facebook page. They sent me 8 pictures.
Yeah.
And
You can see the woman or the man with garbage bags full of shit too.
Yeah.
By the way,
And
in
I
those
mean,
pictures.
to be perfectly honest, I went out of my way last week. Before I left, I told my brother, I was like, hey, give me 1 second. He was like, you ready to go? I said, give me 1 second. I walked over to the sidelines and I said, hey guys, do me one favor. Please pick up all the garbage before you leave. And then I went on to the other field. I said, hey Chris. He said, Big Mike, what's up? I said, please make sure both teams pick up all their garbage before they leave. When we got the contract with the town back 4 years ago now, after they kicked the HVTFSL out of there are two big things where you need to pay and you have to clean up after yourselves. We cannot be leaving trash everywhere. And if anyone's ever seen me, if I'm in the last game of the night or I've sticked around to watch things, I'm always picking up fucking 25 bottles and garbage bags and people throwing the stuff in it. It's not that hard. There's at least 5 garbage cans, concreted into the ground around the field there. Just pick your stuff up when you leave and throw it in the garbage. So, like I said, I posted the email that the rec director sent me. I posted one of the 8 pictures on the Facebook page, and I personally texted him and told him it'll never happen again. So, please, we've got a good situation with the town where we've got good fields, we've got lights, and trust me, I couldn't get, when we got Mount Airy 4 years ago, I couldn't get a field in Orange County to give us any of that. Or Ulster County, because I tried in Marlborough and Highland. We can't blow this, and I'd hate to see us blow it because guys are just leaving all their shit on the field.
Yeah.
So, that's a big thing. And the very last thing, I don't know who off the top of my head, but I need a couple guys to tidy up with their money and their waiver forms. We misconnect with a couple guys because of bye weeks. Not many. I appreciate everybody getting everything in.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
that's
the end of the rant.
This year was the best, I think, in terms of collections.
By far the best.
So,
by far the best.
Guys, we
actually went from the absolute worst to the best. So I appreciate everybody's help. The insurance was paid off 3 days ago. The insurance expired midnight of June 1st. So that money went out and just going to finish paying off the field. So we're in good shape.
All right, guys. Good to hear that, the league's definitely taking the steps in the right direction with some stuff. The garbage thing, Mike, maybe me and you will just have to walk. Me, you, Connor, will walk the fields, and just kind of check everyone's areas for a little bit. And if we got to do some sort of, penalty or something for you for not cleaning up, we'll do it because we're not losing the field over Gatorade bottles. It can't happen.
We've got the last game of the night on field 1, so I'll be doing a walkthrough.
Yeah, so there will
be some penalties, or people will be dropping quarters in my kid's curse jar.
Yeah, there'll be consequences and repercussions. That's about it. I think this covers it for the week. This podcast actually went 54 minutes, pretty long, considering we did it all over the phone, and it's now like 11:15. It's 1:15 in the morning. Wow, I can't even talk.
Yeah, it's 1:15 in the morning.
All right, so I got nothing left. Mike, you got anything?
Guys, just try to share some of the social media. And try to get some of you guys to do the Twitter thing. Like I said, we've been the last couple of weeks we've been booked solid. But like I said, I've got 1 week left of my obligations, and everything should be flowing after that. So I appreciate everybody being patient, and let's do it, man. Let's make the league grow. Let's get it out there.
Yeah.
Get some tweets going, some retweets going, and tag your favorite people. Let's go.
For sure. Add OCFFL on everything. Google OCFFL.com to get all the websites and Facebooks.
We're totally official now with OCFFL.com.
Yeah, there you go.
More official than that.
It's a .com. We'll have to Google bomb it too. Make sure it pops up to the top.
Yeah. And hey, shout out one more time. Shout out to Dead President's Facebook page.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
That's the kind of shit we want to see. So let's go get it. Right?
Keep it up. All right, guys. At The Real Doyle everywhere. Ryan Doyle on Facebook. That's about it for me. Mike, any plugs real quick? Social media?
I'm Mike Anderson 18 on Twitter. Mike Anderson on Facebook. And that's all I got for you this week. Hey, if you're bored, you're in the Windsor area, go check out Boston.
All right, you heard it. All right, guys. To quote Joe Rogan, how he ends his podcast, big kiss. Peace.
Later.